Okay, now basically, when we talk about nets, it's is where we can actually combine, or rather from a three-dimensional shape, we cut it along the lines that make up the side. A two-dimensional shape, and this two-dimensional shape is actually the net. Okay, right, there are many different types of nets that we have to admit them and take the attendance. I certainly cannot multitask. Very interesting. Sorry, people. I certainly cannot multitask. I try my best. Okay, we've still got a few other friends coming to join us. Okay, so not all of you managed to do the questions. I would still really encourage you to try and complete them. Okay. Stationary with you, I think today you still need your calculator, okay? Even though we're doing nets, because we still need all right? Now, hang on. Okay. All right. I am going to start the questions now. Most got number 2 and 4 correct. Those of you who've done it, you got number 2 and 4 correct. But I'm going to go through. Before that, just do a recap or a revision of what nets is all about. So just now I mentioned that everybody cameras on, please. Now, I mentioned just now from a 2D, you can get a 3D. From a 2D shape, you can form a 3D solid. Okay, so basically about nets of a cube. Okay, so if we were to cut along the sides that holds the shape together, for example, you this. Okay, all right, so now in a cube itself, this is just one way of, or one type of net. So it is a cube has four sides. That means a cube has how many faces? How many faces does a cube have? Anyone? How many faces does a cube have? Yes, Brian.
6.
6 faces. So 6 faces, you will see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4. When you open it up, you would also have 6 faces. So similarly, okay, so this is from a cube, from a solid, to give you a net. Now, from a net to give you a solid, what happens here? Okay, so can you see this sides? So you must first identify the base. Okay, once you have identified the base like this is the base, right? Then, see, this is the base. 2, this is the sides. Bring it up, side, and side. Side and side, you can bring them up, okay? Then finally, oh, sorry, this is actually the front and the back. My bad. This is the back, and this is the front, this is the side, and side, this is the top. Okay, so you must be able to identify the shapes to be when you are going to combine it into a solid. Okay, all right. Now, so these are some examples of the net of a cube. Now, I want you to look at this question. Tell me which ones are the net and which ones are not. Hey, no camera except Brian and Tong Yi. Can you all please turn on your camera so that I know you're there? Otherwise, I'm just talking to Brian and Tong Yi. The rest of you, Sharon, Pranati, and Chen Yan, turn on your cameras, please. Yeah, you envision it. So can you envision and tell me, is number one the net of a cube? Yes or no? Yes, no. You don't know. Okay, first, I must choose the base. Let's say I choose this as the base. I'm going to shape the bases. If this is the base, can you imagine you fold it this way? So this becomes the back. And this becomes the side. Imagine it. Fold it towards you. Back towards you. And then you fold the side sideways. You imagine it? Yeah? Okay. Then this becomes the have to fold it up. So this becomes the side. And this becomes the side, the top. And this becomes the top. So when you fold it down, it becomes the top. Then what happens? This will become the side. 3 sides. Okay, it will overlap the left-hand side. So this one will overlap. So you cannot have this as the net of a cube. What about number 2? What about number 2? What? Yes, Hannah. Number 2 also not a net. Let's see. If I choose this as the base, so this becomes the back. This is the side. So lift this up to fold. Shift it to the side. And this comes to the front. Okay, so that's the front. Okay, so then comes the other side, and this is the top. Imagine it. So this is yes. Okay. Now, what about number 3? Number 3, Hannah said it is the net. Who agrees number 3 is a net? Sorry, net of a cube, yes. Oh, you remember? So remember it's a dinosaur. Okay. Yes, you can see it as a dinosaur. If I were to make this as the base, what do I have? Side, back, the net of a cube. What about part 4? Part 4 is actually a common net of a cube This is also a common net of a cube. Okay. Okay, now, so this is also a common net of cube. Okay, so you have two of them. What about number 5? But for question 1 in today's worksheet is, no, the answer is yes, actually. Okay, I'll show you why. Yes, no, so this is a no. Yeah, because this part will overlap with this. So this is a no, and this is a yes. Is it? Base, side, top, back, front, side. Okay, so there's no overlap. It's just nice. Okay, to form the net of a cube. So the nets, okay, so let me put that away. This is a common net of a cube. The next one is a common net of a cuboid. So you have a rectangle. Note, the two faces. Yeah, easy but tiring. Okay, two faces. So can you see that these are all your equal rectangles, square and square. Okay, now triangular prism. Two triangular faces. You see that? So this one is 4 rectangular faces and 2 square faces. All right, yeah. It can be mentally exhausting, but it is pretty easy to score if you know what you are visualizing. Okay, you must know what you're visualizing. So a square-based pyramid has a square, and then all the other, what's wrong? My up, whereby you will get the vertex. So all the triangles can be pointed upwards to this is known as vertex. Okay, all right. Now you also will have a tetrahedron. What is a tetrahedron? Tetrahedron is where the base is an equilateral triangle or a triangle. And of course you have the cone. So these 6 are the common types of that you have. Okay. Now question number 1. So someone asked me question number 1, is it net of a cube? Here, if I take this as the base, so I take that as a base, this is the side, this is the back, this goes to the top. Can you imagine? Side folded down, the back, the side, and this is the top. So because you have tops, this certainly cannot be the net of a cube. Okay, all right. So that's question number 1. So for those of you who actually put yes, the answer is actually no. Now question 2, most of you got it right because this is